This is Brock Kyolga. Today I'm with my close friend Simon. I know him almost 12 years, 13 years maybe.
Right.
Yeah, we haven't seen each other a long time, probably 5 6 years. I still order a lot of products from Simon. He's one of the most honest businessman in China I know. How are you doing, brother?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm very good. Very happy to see you. It's been 3 4 years. He was in Istanbul last time, 3 years ago. Today we're gonna talk a little bit about the situation, global business, trade war, the tariff, the development of China. I'm very impressed what is going on, especially in Shenzhen. We are a new city. I moved here 12 years ago, 13 years ago. We were younger. The business was booming. China economy was growing. The world was peaceful. We can always talk about negativity, but I want to focus on the positive things today. What do you feel about the China's change last 4 or 5 years? China start exporting a lot of electric cars. In Shenzhen, 70% of brand new cars are electrics. A lot of technology products, high-end products. Tell us a little bit what is going on, how China is changing and improving in a positive way.
Well, I think this year, over the last 4 or 5 years, the Chinese electric vehicle is growing very, very fast, including BYD or some other like Weilai and Xiaopeng, the Lixiang. These are all new branded vehicles.
Even the Xiaomi, which Xiaomi started as a mobile phone, then they start making a lot of electronics. Today, I see that they make a sports car, looks like a supercar.
Yes, yes. They start selling the Su 7 last year, and now the selling quantity is pretty big. And now it's over 20,000 pieces per month, only one model. And this year they will have another new model, which people predict the volume will go much higher this year.
So you can actually say that there are a lot of great Chinese brands exporting, but also for the domestic market. How do you see the business shifting? China is the number one country in the world for export. Do you feel it still continue? Is it going to slow down? So the brands are going to focus more on the domestic market. What do you talk to your friends? You have a lot of business friends, businessmen. They export, but they also do domestic manufacturing.
Yes, I think now the trend is many bigger companies they have actually more competitive advantage because they have more technical advantage, they have fund advantage, they have marketing advantage, so they can do better and better. So for small and medium size enterprises, actually it's more and more difficult. So according to our experience these years, it is important to make things different. We cannot make regular things and then each other compete with each other only on price. So that's a model I think a period have already passed over the last 5 or 6 years, and now we enter into a new stage where you have to talk with your product quality.
I agree. I think one of my video I talk about ordering products from Alibaba, shipping to US or Europe, selling it with your own brand. You make an OEM. It passed because you were talking about each brand wants to make a specific product from a specific supplier. How do you differentiate yourself? I always talk about something that as a foreign buyer, I lived in China a long time. A lot of overseas customers, they don't trust the supplier, whether it's a good quality, not good quality. I mean, it's normal. They don't know you. But you also don't know them. You need them to pay up front. So you keep your money safe. If you ship the product, you can never get your money back if they don't pay you, if they are not honest. How do you find a good balance now? Because the demand is low, quantities are low compared to 10 years ago, right?
Yeah.
But what about now? Like, how do you feel the relationship between you and the foreign customers?
Well, so that's a challenge. Yeah, that's a challenge because we are growing in a period where when B2P is the main business. So now more and more people are doing B2C. You said factory directly, do on Amazon or on Temu or many things. So this is a big challenge, I think. Yes. So this is a challenge for us because we have been used to B2B. So that's easier because B2B client, they're more professional. They can solve many things themselves. You don't have to take care about the installation, about tech spec or configuration. You don't take care because the 2B client, they can handle everything locally. So now people are doing to C, and it means more and more job, more and more work, more and more consults.
More important packaging, more customer service, but then profit is also better. But I think generation is changing. Like, 5 6 years ago, when we go to Canton Fair, Hong Kong Fair, you see a lot of B2B elder people, like businessmen, they have experience. Now you don't see them. Like, it's very interesting.
Yeah.
And then the new generation also, they don't know how to negotiate the price. They just know how to be an influencer. So that's like a big, very interesting part of the world. What about the tariff? What do you feel? You're talking to your friends, other exporters in China. We know that the orders slow down.
Yeah.
But in the long term, do you feel USA is going to be still a main market for China, or what people in China talk, or they think that they can find better markets?
Well, I think for this part, it is pretty clear. Actually, many of our salespersons say, "Okay, United States, we have higher tax. Do we need to change price?" And I said, "No, no need, because if you have tax of 20%, okay, we can accept.
Sure.
30% accept. Okay, when you have 50%, okay, I feel a little bit nervous, a little stressed. If you have 100%, I say give up.
Yeah.
And now it's like 200.
Yeah.
I say,
I say, like, there are some comments. It's 150% or 1,000,000%. It makes no difference.
Yeah, no
Because
difference.
with the 150%, you cannot do business anyways. So just let's make it 1,000,000%.
Yeah.
So make it ridiculous. So do you feel the companies, and do you feel like a export market is in stress in China now?
For sure, for sure. Because we have many clients, we have many friends, especially those friends who is focusing on United States market. Those friends, they are very, very stressed. Because I have a friend whose sales is around 70% of the United States market. Now, okay, this market nearly they cannot do. So they are looking for other markets like EU market, some small markets, Asian markets. So this is a very, very big pressure.
I feel it's the same. I think because if you're a factory, so Simon has a factory with 50, 60 people, you have payrolls, you pay for the warehousing, you have already some loan you get from the bank, mortgage for your apartment, you order some raw material from your supplier. So it's kind of like a domino effect. But also, small businesses in America who import products from China, they have mortgage, they have payroll, they have people in salaries, they have credit cards, they have. We are looking at very micro economy, but if you think about it, in a small business world, this has a lot of problem. If you're thinking like the president of the country, for them, they're looking at bigger numbers. What is the trade deficit? What's the trade surplus? So I think in order to be like smart, sustainable business, for the presidents, they need to also consider small business owners.
Yeah.
What do you feel next couple of months or years gonna look like for the business in China?
In our prediction, now we have making change. The U.S. market, maybe we need to give up, frankly. So we will focus more on the EU market or Asian markets. We have some plans to attend the fairs in Europe, in Germany, in UK, and also in Asian countries, in Indonesia or those countries. So I think that's a focus in the short term, because the United States, when they put the tariff on, it is hard to put it off. Right. So that take time.
I think it's very interesting because you're talking about the supplier side. Also, the buyers, they're looking for alternative suppliers.
Right.
They ask their supplier, like if I'm a buyer from US, I come and ask you, hey, Simon, you have a lot of connections probably in Malaysia, Vietnam, Thailand, can you help me to source product? So both suppliers and the buyers, they're looking for alternative suppliers. So I think it's going to be a big thing for other countries to start supplying, because the amount of product supplying China to US is huge. Right. So it's not going to change in one day. So I think the business is going to suffer. If the trade war doesn't stop, a lot of companies people are going to suffer, people might lose their businesses, but then eventually they're going to find a different way. So what do you recommend, the last question, what do you recommend for people who used to source business from China, have a good relationship with their suppliers, good payment term, good price? What do you think they should do? Should they wait? Should they look for suppliers? They should contact their supplier for asking for help. What do you feel like a good solution can be in here?
Well, we have solution, but this solution may not be very happy for the United States administration, because many of our friends, they may find a way to establish a factory in Vietnam, in Malaysia, Indonesia, or those places. Although the United States, they don't like these things happen. They say, okay, I want to buy things even from Vietnam. You do not contain any components from China.
It's impossible. But also the businesses in Vietnam, I was there 1 week ago. They don't have the infrastructure that a factory in China has. They don't have the business mind that Chinese businessmen have. They don't have the money Chinese businessmen have. So even if the products will be actually sourced from Vietnam, Thailand, Cambodia, Taiwan, Indonesia, maybe even Pakistan, India, 60 to 70% at least will be impact from Chinese investors, Chinese raw material, Chinese packaging, Chinese equipment. So I feel in the short term, it's going to hit maybe the purpose of this business, but in the long term, still the control will be business from China, because people are very smart and people know what they are doing. You guys have experienced what, like 20 years, maybe 25 years with international business?
Yeah, no. So
Maybe even more. Like companies from China export 40, 50 years almost.
Yes. So I think with time goes by, many Chinese enterprises, they would go overseas and find new ways for this problem.
I agree. Anyway, Simon, thank you very much, brother, for your time.
No.
I hope that everything's going to be okay. But I'll be a friend and brother with Simon forever. And I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you, brother.
Me too. Thank you.